I have always felt that the best way to get a point across is to tell a story. This one is called My Father's Toes, and it is a true story. Zacheus Onumba Dibiaezue was my father. He was born with 6 toes on each foot. And at the time of his birth, our Omunna, and for those of you that are not Igbos, Omunna means the larger family or clan. Our Omunna immediately declared him an abomination and ruled that he should be smothered and thrown into the evil forest. Now, my grandmother, Mbeke, resisted, and she was told that she had 2 choices. She could either give up the child, or she could leave the community. She chose to leave, and so she went back to her father, Nonyem, who was my great-grandfather. Now, Nonyem had some influence in the area. So sometime later, he took Mbeke and Zacheus back to Dibiaezue, my grandfather, and together they were able to defy the Omunna, and Zacheus was saved from the clutches of the evil forest. That is how he came to get his middle name, Onumba. Now, Onumba is the short form of Onumba Ebunam, which means, may the pronouncement of the people not kill me. I have often wondered if the helplessness and misery many feel in the country today is not similar to the agony thrust upon a child that is born with 6 toes. Zacheus escaped the evil forest, but he didn't escape the ridicule and the taunts of other children, nor the shooing off and shunning of adults. He had an extremely difficult childhood for something, quite frankly, of which he was blameless. And that brings me to why we are here today. Because I feel that there is a no fault of your own matter that is causing you pain. Where do you find books? How easy is it for you to have access to them? And at what cost and effort? Books, of course, are predominantly in libraries. And each of you has a library in your institution. But it's a library you have to get up to go to. You have to wait for it to open, and you must leave when it's time for it to close, even if you still have a lot more to do. Our free online library, Zodml.org, is a library that will be open 24 hours a day, 7 hours a week. And this round-the-clock free access is what we believe will ease some of your pain and frustration. The library has more than 300,000 digital resources made up of ebooks, journals, and articles. And it's a library you can put in your pocket and consult anytime and anywhere you choose. When I heard that ASU was going on strike yet again, my heart broke in a million pieces. But I am forever looking for slivers of light. So I want to leave you with another story. In a few minutes, you will be shown the website we are here to launch. Our UI UX designer, and that simply means a person who designs websites, much like an architect who designs a building. Our UI UX designer was a young man called Nsikan Anyefiok. He was a civil engineering student at the University of Uyo when ASU had a strike, which shut his university down, and they were asked to go home. Now, rather than wait for news of when the strike would end, Nsikan started signing up for online courses and had soon done enough to become certified as a UI UX designer. And today, and since then, he has been working successfully ever since as one. So the last thing I want to say, and I say it with deep conviction, the last thing I want to say is that I want every one of you to know that you have the potential to achieve anything. That is what You Are Limitless is all about. You need only wield the tools. Thank you.